Um, I'd like to give a shout out to Brendan Duffy and David Frame first of all, because they gave me the opportunity of working over the summer as, in that kind of, at a professional standard. Also shout out to Open Bin Productions for hooking me up with this video. It's great to work with different people. It's great to see what other people are doing. My name's Josh Mulholland. I'm a visual communication student in DIT, currently studying up in Grangegorman. I'm a self-taught photographer, and I'd like to consider myself semi-professional just because of the fact that I'm kind of working part-time as a photographer, and just because of the standard. Like, I see a lot of people working and there's just no standard, so I would like to consider myself semi-professional. I started off doing photography about 3 years ago, and when I first kind of actually started shooting, I started doing like model shoots. There was, people just started realising that I was taking pictures. They got me into like take pictures of their houses and stuff like that. So people selling houses, cars. I've done a bit of fine art. Like, I've done some sports photography. I've done kind of as much types of photography as possible, just to give myself a feel for it, to really kind of find out where I fit it in best. And it's good because it gives you a feel for everything, and then it kind of gives you a better understanding of what you'd like to do in the future. So I think it's good to do as much types of photography as possible. So I actually don't know when I started. I remember having a camera when I was a kid, and I was always absolutely fascinated by it. Like, there wasn't even any film in the camera, but I remember just walking around looking through the viewfinder the whole time, and it just absolutely amazed me. So when I graduated, or when I finished secondary school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I came here to Ballyfermot College of Further Education, and I studied art design and mixed media. I was actually there that we done a photography module, and I started working in a darkroom, and just instantly fell in love with it. Like, just seeing, processing your own film, developing your own negatives, just seeing the images come to life in front of me just absolutely captivated me, and I just really, really enjoyed it. And I don't think I've put the camera down ever since. This is the camera that I started using, and still bring it everywhere with me today. Even I'd never leave the house without a DSLR and an SLR. Just can't do it. My favourite type of photography would have to be probably street photography, just because there's that kind of element of surprise. There's an element of unknown. You don't necessarily know what you're gonna get. Like, you could be walking down the street and you see a scene, and it's just, something's happening. It's the spur of the moment. It's just great to kind of capture that. Whereas if you're going out and doing a shoot, you know exactly what you're gonna get. You know what you're going for. You have an idea of how you're gonna do it, sort of thing. So, that kind of element of the unknown in street photography really fascinates me. So I'd probably say street photography is my favourite type of photography, yeah. My plans for the future would definitely be photography. As I said, I'm studying graphic design, I'm studying visual communications at the moment, but I can't see myself doing it. Maybe a little bit on the side, but I was working with a wedding photographer doing an internship over the summer there, David Frame, great photographer, and that obviously gave me a feel for the weddings. But I don't really know what sort of photography I'd like to do in that sense, but I definitely can see myself doing it in the future, because it's something that I'm really passionate about. And I know, just from seeing people myself, when someone is passionate about something, they'll excel in it because they want to do better. They're always trying new things, being experimental, and it's great. It's a great thing to see. You will excel in it. So I think something that I'm so passionate about, it's great that I kind of found it at a young age, and I can really excel in that. I can really push myself to go further with it. But you have to kind of look at the business element of it as well. If you want to legitimise yourself as a photographer, there's an awful lot of planning that has to go into it, and business licenses and blah 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 goes on. But I would like to put the head down and be a photographer in the future. So hopefully you'll see me in a few years' time doing exactly what I'm saying here now. Probably look back on this video and laugh, but yeah, that's it.